Greetings, my name is Logos. Before we explore the captivating world of dragons, let's be clear. This video is for entertainment purposes only, blending historical accounts, mainstream interpretations, and intriguing ancient narratives. Now, get ready. This journey into dragon lore is about to get fiery. Dragons have captivated humanity for thousands of years. These legendary creatures are universal symbols found in nearly every culture. The word itself originates from the Latin draconem, meaning huge serpent, and Greek drakon, linked to clear-sightedness, suggesting they were seen as vigilant guardians, whether of treasures, sacred knowledge, or cosmic secrets. These legendary creatures took dramatically different forms across civilizations. In Europe, knights waged epic battles against dragons, depicted as massive, fearsome winged beasts guarding treasure-filled caves, often with the terrifying ability to breathe fire. Conversely, in China, they were depicted as wise, benevolent serpentine creatures associated with water, rainfall, and prosperity, revered rather than feared. The Chinese offer the first compelling clue that dragons might have been considered real. Take a look at their zodiac, where the dragon stands out as the only mythical creature among an otherwise entirely real lineup of animals. Why would ancient civilizations place dragons alongside actual creatures unless there was widespread belief, or perhaps even historical encounters, that validated their existence? Mainstream scholars argue that these kinds of dragon myths likely stem from human encounters with massive reptiles, snakes, crocodiles, or even the discovery of dinosaur fossils. Yet, this still doesn't explain how dragons in many cultures came to be imagined with their most striking feature: fire breathing. No known animal possesses this ability, and fossils only preserve hard structures, not the specialized soft tissues and chemical systems likely required for such a function. While no modern species breathes fire, nature showcases astonishing adaptations. Electric eels generate powerful electrical shocks, cobras spray venom, and bombardier beetles release explosive chemical sprays. Therefore, the idea that dragons could have evolved a biological mechanism for fire breathing, while extraordinary, remains scientifically plausible. Another fascinating possibility is that dragons were surviving remnants of prehistoric creatures such as pterosaurs. Advocates of this theory often point to ancient depictions that resemble winged reptiles. For instance, in Utah's Black Dragon Canyon, Native American petroglyphs feature large winged figures with elongated bodies and head crests, strikingly similar to pterosaur characteristics. Likewise, Africa's Tassili N'Ajjer cave art includes depictions of dinosaur-like creatures. While these aren't specifically pterosaurs, they raise intriguing questions about whether some species might have survived far longer than we currently believe. Adding to the mystery are several controversial photographs from the late 19th and early 20th centuries. One widely circulated image, often referred to as the Civil War pterodactyl photo, shows soldiers posing with what appears to be a massive winged creature. Another, known as the Thunderbird photograph, depicts a group of men standing before a large, leathery winged carcass pinned to a barn. While skeptics dismiss these as hoaxes, their persistence in archives and popular lore keeps the debate alive. If genuine, such evidence would suggest that some pterosaur-like species survived far longer than mainstream science accepts, perhaps inspiring dragon legends. That said, I personally remain unconvinced by this specific theory. So let's say dragons truly existed and were not what we classify as dinosaurs. Why haven't we discovered their fossils? One compelling explanation is that their bones, like those of birds, were hollow and lightweight, perfect for flight but poorly suited for fossilization. This would make preserved remains exceptionally rare and difficult to find. The Book of Revelation vividly describes a celestial conflict involving a dragon. This dragon represents Satan, who wages war against God's heavenly army along with his forces. This battle results in Satan being cast out of heaven and is often understood as a spiritual conflict between good and evil. Let's look at some passages. Revelation 12:7. Now war arose in heaven, Michael and his angels fighting against the dragon, and the dragon and his angels fought back. Revelation 12:9. The great dragon, the ancient serpent called Devil, or Satan, the one deceiving the whole world, was thrown down to the earth with all his angels. Parallels can be drawn with the Enuma Elish, the Babylonian creation epic. This is particularly interesting because the story features Tiamat, a primordial deity who, along with her consort Apsu, gave birth to the first generations of gods, often associated with the Anunnaki. In the beginning, when only Tiamat and Apsu existed, there was peace. However, as their divine offspring multiplied, their noise and activity disturbed Apsu. Frustrated, he plotted to destroy them, but his plan was discovered, and he was killed. This murder set off a great conflict between Tiamat and her descendants. Once a peaceful entity, Tiamat became the embodiment of chaos. Determined to wage war against the younger gods, she created 11 monstrous beings, including giant serpents, dragons, and other hybrid creatures. Ultimately, Tiamat was defeated by Marduk, the mightiest among the gods, who split her body in two to form the heavens and the earth. He also captured her monstrous creations, but did not destroy them. Instead, he bound some in chains and kept others as guardians. The text does not specify their exact location, leaving it open to interpretation. Here's an excerpt from an English translation. He trampled down Tiamat's underlings, shattering their weapons, confining them in fetters. They lay beneath his feet, bound and broken. This passage does not suggest that Marduk killed these creatures. Rather, they were subdued and placed beneath his feet, a clear image of subjugation. I interpret this as a symbolic casting down into a lower realm, from the heavens to the earth, similar to how Satan and his angels were cast out. If I were to indulge my inner conspiracy theorist, and I do, one could imagine this story literally. Perhaps Tiamat engaged in a form of genetic manipulation or hybridization to create these creatures. If they were cast down to earth after her defeat, it might explain ancient legends of dragons and even the Nephilim, beings that, if they ever existed, eventually became extinct. Or did they? In the end, the truth about dragons remains captivatingly elusive. Were dragons inspired by misunderstood encounters with natural creatures? Could they have been remnants of prehistoric life, extraterrestrial beings from ancient myths, or creatures born from primordial cosmic battles like those involving Tiamat? The answer might be a blend of history, mythology, and genuine mystery. Share your own theories and insights in the comments below. Leave a like and don't forget to subscribe. Keep exploring because, in this world, truth is often stranger than fiction.